Born in 1960s, NASA's business model for human space activity was centralized and government-directed for the benefit of its citizens. But in the last 20 years, its business model has shifted to stimulate large amount of commercial opportunities in space. In its release on 3rd December 2021, titled NASA Selects Companies, NASA mentions its objective to establish a robust American-led commercial economy in low Earth orbit, where people can visit, live, and work, with the rationale that it would enable NASA to continue forging a path in space for the benefit of humanity while fostering commercial activity in space. This major shift in NASA's business model benefits only the few. Sir Attenborough, in his documentary Climate Change: The Fact, explains us that today we are facing a man-made disaster on a global scale in the shape of climate change. The Earth's temperature has risen by 1 degree. It may seem small, but it is significant. The most important reason of Earth warming is CO2 emissions from developed industrial world. For the first time in world's history, people can see the impact of climate change. Enormous storms turning into floods, greater heat waves, extreme sea level rise, triggering migration of coastal people. It will only worsen by introducing increasing space flights due to space commercialization, because it has potential to significantly further damage our ailing environment. The rocket launches are high on fuel combustion, greenhouse gases, and impact on Earth's ozone layer. Private space tours to International Space Station, also known as ISS, have already kicked off. ISS is a permanently inhabited space station at a height of 402 kilometers or 250 miles, which is also known as low Earth orbit. According to the McKinsey report titled Wall Street to Mission Control, dated 12th May 2021, a private American company, Axiom Space, is targeting to fly 4 commercial passengers to the ISS using SpaceX spacecraft in 2022 for a low price of US $55 million per ticket. It is a unique, all-inclusive vacation to the ISS for 10 days. Also, Space Adventures intends to collaborate with SpaceX to carry future space tourists. Also, NASA has confirmed that it is working with Hollywood actor Tom Cruise for the first movie to be filmed on the International Space Station. It is understood that to activate American-led commercial economy in low Earth orbit, the 2 strategies that NASA focused on are commercialization of space flights and commercialization of space destinations. In 2011, NASA commenced a program called Commercial Crew Program to achieve its objective of commercialization of space flights for private paying space tourists. Now NASA has a fully developed space transportation system The commercial space flights to ISS are well and truly in place in partnership with Boeing and SpaceX. There have already been 2 successful flights in 2020. Regarding commercialization of space destinations, in its release on 3rd December 2021 titled NASA Selects Companies, NASA said that they are partnering with US companies to develop the space destinations. To commercialize space destinations like ISS, it can be inferred that NASA implemented 3-phase strategy. In Phase 1 in 2019, NASA opened doors of ISS to private tourists. Opening of ISS to private tourists was potentially a part of achieving NASA's ambition of space destination commercialization. In Phase 2, NASA targeted to expand the capacity of the existing ISS for visiting space tourists. Currently, ISS is divided into 2 segments called Russian segment and United States segment. In 2020, it funded an American private company, Axiom Space, to design, build and launch habitable commercial modules to the ISS. It will form the 3rd segment to house visiting private tourists on ISS, and its first module is scheduled to be launched in the second half of 2024. And to indulge the paying space tourists, the interior design of the luxurious orbiting accommodation has been done by the well-known French designer Philippe Starck. In Phase 3, NASA's objective is to commercialize availability of space stations and other commercial destinations in space where people can visit, live and work. According to its release on 3rd December 2021, it has funded 3 companies to develop design of such commercial destinations in space. Watch this. The problem in NASA's space commercialization is this. According to an article titled "The Commercial Space Age is Here" in Harvard Business Review, in comparison to governments, the private sector is keen to send people into space to pursue their own personal interests and not of the citizens. Their intent is to create first a demand and then supply the demand. One example is SpaceX, who is building bigger spacecrafts designed to transport passengers to the ISS and to its own magical human settlement on Mars. Therefore, the question for you, me, and the humanity is it reasonable for NASA to establish a robust, American-led commercial space economy in low Earth orbit, where few selective people can visit, live and work, when it has potential to worsen environment to sustain life on Earth? What do you think? Tell us below the video or go to our website. Space travel watchers are that part of humanity that aspires to protect space from exploitation for life on Earth for generations to come. Together it's possible. Join us now free at spacetravelwatches.com and make massive impact for the benefit of young generations. Watch and like our videos. Share our videos and articles. Give comments and feedback on our videos and articles. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.